everyone, and welcome back to Sonic 3 and Knuckles on the SEGA Mega Drive. I am one more sheep yet again, and today we're going to be tackling Hydrocity Zone. Charming. This is one of my favorite water levels in the entire franchise, and it's quite strange to have a water level this early in the Sonic game, I am going to be completely honest. But it is a fantastic stage. It is one of the few water levels that I love, because it's, I don't know, the level design is just, it's so good. And it's just one of those stages that gives you a real sense of speed, because this is probably one of the few water levels in the entire franchise that doesn't slow you down to a ridiculous ant pace. What this one does is it speeds you up beyond belief to the point in which you have no idea what's happening. Anyway, it's a bit of a hidden secret ring by here. Don't roll or jump down into this, because otherwise you won't make it. Basically, you need to walk off the edge and walk backwards as the platform you were on crumbles, and it'll lead you into the special zone. Ooh! And then the special zone is one of my most hated ones, just because it is so easy to get lost when you first play in a special zone. Because, as you saw, when we first entered the zone, we jumped over a bunch of bumpers to get over to this side of the world. Now, what's the big deal about that? Well, on the other side of said bumpers, well, you can't see the pathways because they're blocked by red orbs. So what you want to do is look for the right area, jump over the red orbs, and make your way back. And honestly, this, even though right now I'm beating a special stage in literally less than 30 seconds, I just found this so difficult my first run through of the game. It's insane. Anyway, you can jump over these bumpers and be all fancy to collect these blue spheres. I am not going to, because I tend to mess up, and I don't know, I just tend to mess up on that special stage a lot. Even though it's one of the easiest ones in the game, it's just, I digress. But hey, we got the 5th emerald. I had to count them. And does that mean we're gonna get Supersonic pretty soon? Well, I'll leave you figure that out. But anyway, onwards we go. Speed ho! And but yeah, you can see that if you hear properly, you can hear Sonic sort of go back into his ball form after he lands after those springs, and that section we just went past. Well, that's because there's a bit of a glitch with some slopes in this particular Sonic game, and they drive me absolutely berserk. In which case, Sonic will literally lose all momentum, and you'll get stuck on the wall. And it's only happened on this Sonic game for me, and it's one of the few reasons why I consider Sonic 2 to be the better game out of this and Sonic 2. But either way, you don't see too much of it happening, so it isn't that much of a hindrance. It's just a bit of a nightmare. Anyway, just like in previous Sonic games, if you're underwater too long, drowning music will play. Oh my gosh, I gotta get Bubble. Gotta get Bubble! Get the bubble, and the drowning music will go away. If you leave the drowning music on until the counter that pops up above Sonic's head goes to 0, well, needless to say, just like in other Sonic games, you're going to die. That was oddly Sith of me then. Something dark side. But anyway, time for the first boss of Hydrocity Zone. Now, if you can't tell already, Sonic 3 is quite unique in the series in that both acts of a level has its own boss fight. So basically, you beat Act 1 of a stage, you have a mini-boss, like this guy for instance, which, just hit him 6 times. The best way to take him out is to use your instant shield, and you can usually get him before he does anything to you. But boss strat's over. Yeah, but basically there's 2 bosses to fight each zone. I like it actually, I personally like it. Obviously the mini boss takes 2 less hits, and the main boss takes 8 hits to kill, so there's that. And, well, Hydrocity, what we're about to see is actually one of the main differences between the 3 and Knuckles version and the original Sonic 3 version of the game. It's, like I said, the changes in between the versions when they're not locked on are only minor. But, as you can see, I'm being careful because instead of an extra life that they put there when it's locked on, there's a spring that'll send you back, and it's more annoying than anything. But they did get rid of the spikes that are down here by the spring down the bottom, so yeah, there's loads of minor differences like that, and I honestly consider Sonic 3 alone when it's not locked on to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, to be harder than Sonic 3's portion of Sonic 3 and Knuckles when they're locked on. My god, say that 5 times fast. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I hope you guys like water slides. Whee! Oh, it's over already. Don't worry, we got another one. Now these touchy-feely hands that you see throughout the world, basically if you stop in the place where they pop out and let them grab you, they will speed you up and shoot you off at basically full pelt in one direction. So they're very, very useful to have. And oh my god, the slide! Whee! I love slides. I haven't been to a leisure centre in years just because they're too overpriced, but I love me some slides. Of course, I say that, but I can't even swim properly, so there's that. Seriously, I'm a horrible swimmer. It's kind of I think it's probably part of my fuel and my hatred for water levels. I don't know. But anyway, if you go all the way down this slide by here, oh my gosh! We can run on water. Oh my god. Ooh, it's like some kind of hedgehog Jesus. So yeah, I don't know, when I first played this game and you first ran on the water, I was blown away. It's kind of not as impressive nowadays because all the modern games sort of do that, and you know what they're like. But hey, get ourselves the invincibility and move on through the stage, and when you get to this exceptionally long water slide after the invincibility power-up, veer left and head into this special zone, which honestly is one of the more awkward special zones in the game, I am going to be perfectly honest, because, well, basically what you need to do is go on a straight path. That's what I always do. I just go straight wherever I'm pointing. And you're going to see these 4 specific blue spheres in the hallways from area to area. Now those blue spheres, it's very easy to mess up on these things because you can slip one day and go, oh no, I'm gonna go into the red, and then you just start spamming the jump button to try and get over the red spheres, and it won't really work because I think you can only have like 2 or 3 jumps over red spheres until the game says, nope, you've had enough, son. You're stopping this madness. But yeah, that's all there is to this. Basically, just collect all the blue spheres, and when you get to that specific part of blue spheres, because we started off the level with 4 collected, basically do a complete 360-degree turn. It's 360. 180, not 360-degree turn. Oh no, we're going to spin around and go directly into the sphere we're trying to get away from. No, we need to do a 180 turn and just completely going in this path, and from this point, it's literally easy days, we're done. And there we go, fantastic, another Chaos Emerald is ours. Gee, Tails, we should really stop losing these things. Now that I think about it, how the hell did Knuckles knock the Chaos Emeralds out of Super Sonic anyway? Super Sonic is an invincible god. How did... I don't understand this, how... I mean, maybe because he caught him by surprise, but I've been caught by surprise when I'm playing as Super Sonic in these games before, and I digress. Anyway, moving down into this room, oh great, spikes. Basically, what you want to do in this little platforming room is basically wait for the platforms to get between the walls and the spikes, jump on a platform, or miss the platform entirely, it's completely up to you, and when the basically use the platforms as a way to platform up. Did you guys know this is a platform game? Needless to say, if you get caught between the wall and the platform or jump into the spikes, it's either going to kill you if you get crushed or you're going to get hurt. And crushing is no good. Actually, there's quite a few things in this game that can kill you from crushing, so Sonic Team are really in there, You thought you could get through this, yeah? How about a crushing block for you? Anyway, go by here, and a nice little spring will boost you around, so there's that. But yeah, Sonic 3 is probably the most most automatic, if you will, of the 3 classic series Sonic games. So much sort of happens on its own and you don't need to input anything. Like whenever you go on those booster panels with the touchy-feely hands, you don't need to push a button because the game does it itself. You don't need to push a button when doing anything. I like to personally hold down because you stay in ball form, and Ball Sonic is the best Sonic. Just because he goes faster when he's in ball form, and he gains a lot more momentum. That's one of the best things I like about Sonic games. Momentum is such a big thing. But anyway, if what I was trying to do up there was actually reach the top two platforms that are above us, because that would serve both as a shortcut to us. Words are failing me. So this is why you shouldn't do LPs when you have a cold, folks. It doesn't work. It makes things really difficult. Right. Basically, these platforms are what I was trying to get on before, and if you can get on them earlier, obviously you skip a bit of the level, and you can jump up here to get the Chaos Emerald. Ooh, is this the 7th Emerald stage? I think it is. Is this the one we're gonna beat? Yes, it is. Probably. I don't know. But yeah, this Chaos Emerald stage by here is the 7th one. It's the last one. And as you can expect, it is also the trickiest one. It is in no way extremely difficult. It is actually an extremely easy special zone. Basically, continue taking a similar path I'm taking and you'll be fine. The main issue is when you start collecting all the blue spheres, as time goes on, you're going to be thinking to yourself, something seems to be missing here. That's because it is very easy to lose blue spheres. It is very difficult to find your way through the special zone, and that's basically part of this zone's difficulty level. Just trying to find the blue spheres, especially the last 4 special. I keep saying special spheres. The last 4 blue spheres are usually the hardest to find because obviously they're the last 4. There's not many of them. And basically, the best hint I can give you is they're on an opposite area to where the first load of 4 blue spheres you find are, so you can actually just see them in the corner of my eye just then, for half a second. Eyes on me, man! It's part of my Welsh heritage! Anyway, just grab these 4 and, oh my god, we got it. We got the 7 Chaos Emeralds again! Which means we've unlocked the good ending. For both Sonic 3 portion and the Sonic and Knuckles portion. All you need to unlock the good ending is the 7 Chaos Emeralds, and considering we've got them in the second zone, and this game has, what, 14 zones? Actually, hold on. Okay, I don't know how many zones this game has, I'm not doing the math, it's going to take too long, but we have a lot of zones in this game to go through, and it's, basically, this is longer than any Sonic game that came before it. Oh, Knuckles, you again. What are you gonna do with it? No! No! You fool! But anyway, the newest thing about Super Sonic in this game is, because they've added the extra function of pushing the jump button twice, now you can turn into Super Sonic just by pushing the jump button twice, as opposed to just jumping. Which means Super Sonic becomes less of a mistake to, well, he becomes less of a difficult character to accidentally transform into. He still can easily be transformed into, and I'll rant about that in the next part. And don't ask why I'm still Super Sonic color scheme, it makes no sense. And because I just completely cheesed the boss, I'm going to explain its mechanics now. Basically, he shoots up tornado, jump on the tornado to hit him, and he shoots up bombs, jump off the ricochet of the bombs to hit him. There we go. Easy peasy. And with that, folks, that is the end of this part, so thank you all for watching, don't be sheepish people, and when we return next time, we'll be taking on the Marble Gardens. So yeah, thanks for watching, see you after. Bye!